Ready?
You know, I could have picked a gorier R-rated alien ripoff movie.
Could have picked a less boring, gory alien ripoff movie.
I'm gonna do a shout out here. He probably doesn't want me to do a shout out, especially for this movie. But there's a guy, Rambo Rambo Raff. Matt, I believe his name is Matt. Um, During a live stream, I think it was for New Year's. I think it was the New Year's Eve live stream. I asked him because he's a big fan of Alien and Aliens. What is the worst Aliens ripoff? And he said, "Oh God, Star Crystal."
Yeah,
Now,
I would agree with him. I
originally,
probably have not seen that many space star
now
alien ripoffs, but
we haven't even seen Alien or Aliens.
and I won't.
And I won't see Shocking Dark because I'm waiting for Alien because I need to see Aliens first, so that way I can see what lines Bruno Mattei ripped off. Um, or I'm sorry, Terminator 2.
Whatever.
Originally, I was gonna pick Proteus, which is a 90s Aliens ripoff.
Wasn't this the 90s?
This is an 80s Aliens ripoff.
Oh God.
Now,
Star or whatever.
Star Crystal. This insults the good name of Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull.
Well, he didn't have an alien like this. Didn't he just have a ghost or something, or
In Indiana Jones or in this?
in Indiana Jones?
Indiana Jones, it was like his Shia LaBeouf.
Oh, snakes. It's always got to be snakes.
Now, I'm going to do two things for Kay right now.
No.
Kay, this movie is available on Blu-ray
No.
for only
No.
$150.
No. 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 Oh my God. No.
What if it's only $65?
Nothing. Not even a penny. Oh my God. Are you kidding me? I do not want it on my shelf or in this house.
There's a lot of things you don't want on the shelf
It
that
is
are on the shelf.
so bad. Oh God.
And here's the second thing, people. I want Kay to see this movie's poster. That's the poster.
We don't even see anything like that.
Yeah.
I mean, it looks like a bird that its beak was cut off.
It looks like an
No.
alien.
Can
It looks
I
an alien creature.
Can I explain?
Okay, fine.
It looks like a bird with his beak cut off, and it's all these like dangling teeth.
It's more like this, you mean?
Yeah. Yeah, that other movie that we just saw where she was a alien or whatever.
What?
We were going to see a movie where this girl and her dad was a sheriff. Are we going to see that one?
Which one?
She didn't have any friends. They were in a new town.
Oh,
What was that?
Space Invaders?
Yeah.
Yeah, we just saw that last week.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if it was upcoming or what.
Can you tell we're doing these out of order, folks? So,
we have to do them when we get them from the library.
So
or
not
Time
only-
on Prime or...
so not only is the creature on the cover extremely misleading,
Yep.
but you see those pods? Where is this movie?
There were pods that went to buy the huge Starship Enterprise craft, whatever. There were things that were driving by it.
Now, this movie,
That would have been more interesting, I think.
okay, I guess something positive is that it is R-rated.
But only for swearing.
No, there's some blood as well.
Oh. But it was like brown blood.
No, it was red blood.
This alien sucked out all the fluid out of the bodies that...
Yeah, basically turned them into wax skeletons. So, this movie, someone dared them to combine Star Trek the Motion Picture with Night of Horror.
I think they missed on all accounts.
It's like Night of Horror in that
Don't do the voice.
in that
Oh, you could understand them.
I couldn't understand the creature at the end. That's why I put on
No.
subtitles.
The creature, no. Yeah.
But it also reminds me of Star Trek, the motion picture, which I haven't seen, but the nickname for it is Star Trek, the Motionless Picture, because it was originally like an 2-hour TV pilot that they stretched out to 2 hours by filling it with special effects and not much else.
Oh, wow.
Okay, so
Didn't Star Wars do that a couple times?
Probably. So, in this movie, we have 5 characters. We have a blonde, brunette, and a raven-haired girl.
Yeah, but are you including the people that found the cocoon rock thingy first? There were 5 there, or 2?
I thought there were only 2 there.
No, the 2 that were outside walking. Oh, yeah, I guess maybe there were only 2, and then when they joined the other ship,
Well, they're
then there
not.
was a
They're not
blonde.
shown. Who cares? And then there's 2 guys. There's a white guy and a black guy. I tell you more about their characters, but it doesn't really matter in this movie.
I think they started to get drunk at one point.
Yeah. This is like if Legend wrote this movie. It's like, oh, water's contaminated. Okay, drink beer.
Yeah, but it wasn't beer they were drinking something else.
So anyway, this movie does have bits like Alien, from what I've heard, or Aliens, where there's like gooey things that like drip onto the floor, and of course people touch it because these are scientists, so they're really smart, right?
Well, no, the one lady took the swab and took it off her pants and then put it into
No,
the
but they
thing.
were like touching it.
Yeah, three of them did, but the one lady that was left, she did the swab.
But anyway, they don't have enough food because they only have like 12 months, 6 months of food, and
It was going to take 2 years to get to Earth.
or maybe it was like a year's worth of food, and they only I don't know.
I don't know.
So,
So they were going to stop or dock at 7.
57, I think.
No, 7.
Okay, whatever.
But that was still many hours away.
Yeah, and this is the year 2035, I think. So it's less dated than 2020 Texas Gladiators. I'll give it that, I guess.
And plus, the one guy, he said, "Oh no. Oh God, Dock 7, horrible food." So it's like the other places
I don't
that you can
remember
stop
that.
for food are better? Oh, okay.
But yeah, it's also kind of like Rocket Man, the Harlan Williams space movie. You remember that one?
Yeah, maybe.
Where they were, his last name is Campbell. His name is Roger Campbell. So you get to hear, yes, his great 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 grandfather that he remembers because he was there.
He said his great grandfather, not
No.
great great
Yeah,
great.
he said great a couple of times. And then he lost it in like a bet or something, or whatever. So he was, and then he was trying to, I guess, ad lib to make. I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt that maybe it was ad libbing, because he was like saying, we have Campbell's tomato, we have Campbell's tomato, and we have Pomado de Campbell's. I don't know
And
if
then he
those are
said-
Campbell's soup or if
Yes.
they're okay. Because later on they are like doing they're like cooking soup in a can. They're looking away from it, which part of me is a little weirded out. So anyway, there's this alien creature, I guess, that looks
slimy blob.
No, at the
big-
beginning. At the beginning where you just like see tentacles.
Oh, he wasn't born yet.
Yeah. Here. I'm going to essentially. It essentially looks like. It essentially moved like this. Or, well, it went the. Take this, but like have it reversed. It would be like ignore this hand, but it would be like.
Well, then he had like pinchers. Like after he was grown, he had like pinchers that would like grasp. Ooh.
And it went. It went
And
like.
that went for your face. Ah!
Yeah, it went through your face. It went into your hands, your legs. There was one part.
He had
I'm
like
sorry.
veins or vines.
Okay, I'm sorry. And people, I'm sorry, it's R-rated. There was one part where the hand, it kind of like inflated to look kind of like a bubble. Don't worry, nothing bad happened. It's like the movie did not have a budget for. The movie didn't have a budget for blood squirts, really. And they probably spent all their money creating a spaceship when in
Well, it was just the model. Oh, but they had to have.
yeah,
Yeah.
they had to go through like corridors and stuff. You could have done this at a school for half the cost and just had it been like a creature someone flushed.
Well, and the other thing too is it was like air conditioning ducts that they were having to walk through. So they were crawling or kneeling or something.
And then they
It's like
turn off
kinda
oxygen,
weird.
and then the creature turns off oxygen and like infiltrates the sound speaker system and imitates that guy's voice.
And see, they were getting smarter and smarter. They were like a computer. It. So everything he kept sucking out of the people. So it was a scientist. Well, 3 scientists. So he,
Sure, why not? For all I know, they could have been. They could have been. They could have been 2 frat guys and 3 sorority girls, and really.
But Justin,
almost no
to
difference.
be able to be on a spaceship, I think you have to have some knowledge of mathematics, engineering, or science.
And who's the?
STEM.
What was the name of the computer? Bertha or something, or Bertrude?
Bernice.
Bertrude?
Bernice.
Oh, whatever.
I think it was Bernice. And then he programs it to only his voice, which is not smart.
Which even someone says, "What if you die?" And he said, "Oh, I didn't think about that."
Yeah. Not smart, kid.
So anyway, then this creature. We're gonna spoil it because I don't think it's worth your time to watch this movie. Unless you want a good night's sleep, I guess.
Yeah. I fell asleep a few times.
Only a few?
I don't know.
How many times did I have to wake you?
I don't know.
So anyway, this creature starts downloading, I guess, an encyclopedia or something of like BC to AD or something.
Well, and then he fixes
And then-
the ship.
Well, he creates a force field around during a meteor shower.
Yeah.
And then it becomes a religious lesson for like a minute, which I did not expect. I did not expect Bible verses in an alien movie.
Well, you get what you pay for. We didn't pay anything.
I can't believe this. Okay, I guess it could be. I guess it was shown in a theater. If
There's no info on it, you said.
yeah,
As to
I'm
how
not
much
even
money it
confirmed
made,
when.
how much it cost.
It's not even sure when it was released in theaters. All I know is that it made like less than 200,000 on Blu-ray.
At $100 a piece?
No, that was probably like 40 or 50 bucks a piece, or
Oh my
30 or
God.
so. This is the second movie in a row that Kino Lorber has released on Blu-ray.
Ugh.
We have
Whatever.
2 of their films.
Okay, well, let's wrap
The
this up.
Interpreter and The Big Bus.
Okay, let's wrap this up.
So anyway,
The big bus was that limousine, like train big bus.
The Big Bus was about a bus.
Oh, okay. I think I saw that.
Yeah, you did. We did a review. It was like Airplane before Airplane.
Okay.
So anyway, this creature is like downloading all that stuff, and you see its eye like opening and closing. You see that about 6 times in the movie, and it's like, oh, for the love of God, just show the creature. Then it shows it, and it's pretty much Orange E.T. It's pretty much Orange E.T., or half Orange E.T. from like the head to like the stomach.
Yeah, but at one time he was losing his outer, like a snake loses its
I think that was during like the
growing days.
shedding skin part at the beginning. I don't know, I guess. And then the bottom half kind of looks like a dog costume. And all of the sudden, now it can talk, and now it's like, I wanted to be peaceful. I didn't want to hurt anybody. You killed 3 people. I did
No,
it in self-defense.
He killed more than 3.
Well, at least on the ship.
On the first ship, the ship they were on.
They were only on one ship.
No, there was that round ring one too, remember?
That was the ship that was supposed to like help them, but then he like blocked the alien blocked that code, or blocked their transmission, and then made like a 30-degree right turn to indicate that they were okay.
Yep.
So anyway, after like a good 5 to 10 minutes of them being friends with the creature, the alien jumps ship and goes home, while the other 2
Try to get to Earth?
I don't know, throw a toga party. I don't know.
It's only the 2 of them. Okay, anyway.
Okay.
Would you recommend anybody seeing it? I think that I would take that as a no, folks. Me neither. Don't waste your time. We did. Ugh.
Well, I will say,
Have a lot of popcorn
I
or
will
chocolate or nuts, something.
I will
protein
say-
drinks to keep you awake.
I will say thank you for suggesting this movie.
Okay, I'm
This-
tired thinking about it again. I gotta get
That guy is not a fan of Lady Terminator. I'm really hoping he likes Lady Terminator way more than this movie. Lady Terminator earned its R rating. There's just some blood squirts, pretty much it.
Okay. What are we seeing next?
Join us next time where I've picked the last 3 space movies, okay? Your turn to pick one, and it better be good.
Oh, God.
Bye.
Bye-bye.